Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda, and this is Gizmo.
We're the newcomers. Another week has passed.
They keep rolling.
Boy, this is the kind of weather that you want. If we could bottle this and have it every single day of the year.
Loved it. We have had our screen door open, and the doors open, the screen in, and oh my gosh, the lovely mornings. That's so peaceful.
There aren't very many days we get to do that.
I know.
But right now is the time, and it's so fresh and nice, and we love it.
Well, Connie is gone, and we sure had fun. I miss her, though. We got to do a lot of fun things, and she even typed a message for us. Well, the week's almost over. It's been 6 days. Tomorrow's the 7th day. Boo-hoo! Connie has to leave. Oh, so what have you done? Have you had fun?
I've had a great time. I've been swimming. We've been walking. We've been shopping. We've been to the squares.
We went to a concert.
We went to a concert.
I taught her how to play samba.
Right.
Does everybody know how to play samba?
I'm learning.
If you don't, it's a Florida game, I
Yeah.
think. And I tried to look at online, and you really can't find it online. It's a Florida thing, I think. Or at
But
least-
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was very fun. It'll take a lot more times together to play it for me to be proficient at it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed my time with Gizzy and Jerry. I appreciate all the people I've come to see at the squares that
Oh, they all knew her name.
they knew me.
That was funny.
And it was crazy.
Every time we went, they'll say, "Hi, Connie," and
Yeah.
I said, "See."
Yep.
Doesn't take much,
Yeah.
but we appreciate everybody watching us, and we've had a great time, and we hope you all enjoy having your relatives come visit you and
Yes. Yes.
enjoy the villages. So,
Yes.
Anyway, I hope you have a great flight. I'll miss you. I'll be back to see you,
Yeah.
and then we're going to bring my other sister down, and we're going to have a good time just the same way.
Thanks for all the hospitality. The Villages was a very fun place to be, and I'll be back.
Bye.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Yes, we're going to miss her. She was fun to have around, and it was really neat for me to see you guys interacting together, playing
Yeah.
like little girls.
We did.
Dressing alike.
That was fun. Every time we get together, we're going to try to find a twin top. We even went to Sawgrass Grove to play Boozy Bingo. That was a barrel of fun. If you
Yeah, it
haven't done
was.
that, go do it.
That's a madhouse, but it's a good madhouse.
Yeah.
Janet and Gordy invited us down, and they have a group together that actually met on our last cruise, and we had fun. They give you a little card, and they play music, and you try to guess who they're playing. For instance, it might be Madonna, or it could be Donny Osmond, who knows? And if it's on your card, and you match 5 in a row, you get a bingo. Somebody yells, bingo, and what happens?
Everybody boo.
They boo.
Boo, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. On today's show, is the Villages really Florida's friendliest hometown?
And I'll give you some good food storage tips.
We are going to, and this blows my mind, but we were contacted to appear on Notre Dame Day. Evidently, every year, one day a year, they have this giant telethon, similar to the Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy telethon.
Hey, we're going to have our very first video viewer question.
That's right. In fact, the person that does the question tonight had the idea. He sent it in to me, and I said, great idea, let's do it.
Yeah.
All that and more coming right up. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
What do you think about these t-shirts? These are our very first t-shirts that we ever got, and our son got these for us.
4 years ago, when our show was an infant,
Yeah.
he came up with the logo and ordered 2 shirts somewhere and sent them to us as a gift.
Yeah.
And since then, we've acquired more and more of these shirts, and some of you have too. And it just tickles us to death when we see those out in public.
We saw the Boozy Bingo the other night.
Yeah, we saw some. It's really fun. If you don't know, we have a new t-shirt vendor called Custom Gifts and Apparel up on Wedgwood Lane here in the Villages. And you can order off of their website. We'll have the link in the description. Or you can go in the store, and they're going to have some of these right on the shelf. So that's neat.
Well, now you can also talk about my hair.
What about
What do
it?
you think about my hair, everybody? This is called a That Girl. Do you remember That Girl? Marlo Thomas? It's getting long. I need a hair cutter.
That's all right, because mine looks like Ed Asner. Right?
No, you're not.
Isn't that who that was? Ed
Yeah,
Asner?
that's true.
Yeah. Entertainment this week. lots of great concerts. Victory Productions puts on some fantastic shows. We try to make it whenever we can, and we're going to a couple this week. On the 25th, that's Modern Gentlemen.
That's right.
Modern Gentlemen is a group that is made up of members of the Four Seasons. Remember Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons?
Yes.
We're going to be there for the 4 o'clock show. If you want to come to any of these shows, you can use the code NEW2023. That's newcomers, but just new 2023. And then on the 27th, Elvis Forever with Richie Santa
Yeah.
is going to be performed.
That'll
And
be
I
nice.
hear that he's a great Elvis impersonator. If that's your thing, check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Victory Productions, for that code.
We are going to be guests on Notre Dame Day. And it's the biggest event at Notre Dame. And you'll see great stars like,
Well, Joe Theismann, Tim Brown, Manti Te'o, Brady Quinn. I don't even know the whole list, but it's a fundraiser for Notre Dame. They called us because they see me wearing Irish gear all the time. You know, I love my Fighting Irish.
yes,
And so we were honored, and we're going to appear. If you want to tune in Tuesday night. That's the 25th at 11:05 p.m. I'm sorry. They
Yeah.
actually had us scheduled for the next day, but I'm going fishing. And I had to tell them that we can't appear, and they changed the schedule so we could appear. And right after we appear, Manti Te'o's coming on. So that's kind of fun, isn't it, to even be, in that group.
he
So
gets to follow us. We're
looking forward to it.
Yeah. Time for sweet and salty. We'll start with a sweet, and that would be me, right, Jerry? I'm just teasing. This is from Janet. Always look forward to your shows. I found you on YouTube, Newcomers, last February before we moved here in DeLuna, and all your info has been very helpful. Thanks for all your hard work.
Oh, Janet, thank you. That's why we do it, to help people out, and
Yeah.
it seems very fulfilling when people. Today I was eating lunch, and I haven't even told you this, but when I got up to leave, some woman said, "Jerry," she said, "you're the reason we're here." And she went on with the spiel, and it was very nice to hear, and people are genuinely thankful.
Yeah, they are.
And then we have people like the salty dude right here, Some Tungsten.
Oh,
I did not watch the video. I just want to throw out an observation about the villages. Being of the age of interest, I took a look at a satellite view a couple years ago and told myself not only no, but no. Why is he writing to us with something like that? He hasn't been here.
no.
He doesn't know us. But he looked at a satellite view of the villages one time and said, nope.
No, satellite view. That was all the answer he needed, huh?
Right.
Wow.
Now, we get lots of mail. I only read you the G-rated mail.
Oh.
But we've had some doozies in the last 24 hours, believe me.
Oh.
And they're people that have never been here. And it
Haters gonna hate.
it boggles my mind.
Aw.
But, somebody like that, I would say, come and visit and you'll change your mind. But I don't even want him to visit, do you? No, we don't want him. Stay where you are.
Stay away.
One thing I want to coach you, if you come to the villages or Florida at all, even in the spring, bring yourself a really good set of sunglasses.
I'd say 2 pair.
Yeah, you may lose one or break one. Yeah, so have yourself a good set of sunglasses. I personally, if I'm going to play golf in sunglasses, I want glass lenses in my sunglasses because
Yeah.
there's no distortion. But you need the sunglasses because you ever walk out the door and it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, oh.
I was heading out in the car and I did not have my sunglasses, and that was a mistake because I'm like this. My glasses, one of my lenses popped out, and I didn't have time to push it together and fix it and everything. So I left without my glasses, and that's hard driving.
I also am going to the dermatologist next week, and I'll give you all a report.
Yeah.
But I'm light-skinned, and I always have damage, and they always use that little thing that looks like WD-40, and they and
Yeah.
it burns,
Yeah.
and I get them all over, and then I'm reluctant to do a show because
Yeah.
I look like Alfred E. Newman and 10 million giant red scabby
Right.
freckles.
Yeah.
But I got to do that next week.
Yeah, you gotta go.
They want me to come every 6 months. I've been going once a year.
You need to go every 6 months, Jerry.
The first question she's going to take is from Linda and Marty, and they sent in several questions. So what's this first one?
I was so sorry.
That's all right. I've got all the time in the world.
I don't. I got to go play cards.
She's got to play cards later.
What should we not store in the garage as far as tape, laundry stuff, cleaning supplies when we leave? Well, definitely don't want tape in the garage. It will melt. Glue will not be good in the garage. I was thinking too, pictures. We had some pictures in the attic when we first moved in here, things we didn't want to put up on the walls, and we decided to change our mind and took them out of the attic and stored them under the beds, in closets, in suitcases, whatever, because we didn't know what the climate change in the attic is so intense in the summer. You don't want pictures to be ruined.
Climate change.
So I wouldn't put anything valuable like that in the garage. I'd keep that inside.
Anything that's dear to you, don't store it in the attic of the garage or the garage itself. Bring it in. You can store wooden items. You can store hard plastic things are fine. We keep our Christmas decorations up there, but we keep them in, what do you call it, Tupperware?
Totes, those big totes.
Totes, totes.
Yeah.
Because people say if you keep cardboard up there, that it will be basically food for roaches, which are those palmetto bugs.
Palmetto bugs. We've even had a gecko up in there, so they left some little droppings. So you really don't want boxes.
Well, you know,
cardboard
today
boxes up
though,
there.
I came from outside and I was hot outside. The sun was beating down. Went into our garage and it was cooler in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't so bad. We have a radiant barrier in our house that I think keeps some of that heat out, but still it's too hot up there for anything that's dear to
Anything
you.
valuable.
We'll keep any photo albums up there.
No.
So, who was right?
Oh, yes, you were.
Edit. Editing again. Editing again.
Christine and Ann sent me they didn't send me nothing.
I don't know. I probably screwed that all up. I'm going to start this whole thing.
I said, let's
over.
write that down. What should we not store in? Don't look at me.
Any...
Video?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Oh.
I'm gonna have to get water now. What should we not store in the garbage as far as tape, laundry, stuff, cleaning supply when we leave? Oh, I read that. Oh no, you turned off your phone. There's a
Just
pen.
any...
I didn't think you want to mark with a marker. Oh, he had I thought it was a birdie.
I ran out of...
And I'll give you some tips on some good board. We're going to be guests on the Notre Dame game.
Okay. Well, let's do that again.
Okay.
We are going to try to bring you a video question each week. As I told you before, one of our viewers submitted one this week, and we're going to show it to you right now. Sent in by Peter Bernard. Peter was a newsman for 37 years, and here he is.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is Peter Bernard. Been watching your show for quite a while. We're prospective buyers in the villages. This is a first of hopefully many video questions. I'm in my attic right now, and I'd like to know how many villagers use an antenna in their attic to capture the signals from Orlando rather than using expensive cable.
Peter, that's a good question. And the answer, I think you'll be happy to know, is yes, people do put antennas in their garage attic. They'll put them in their garage as well. We have a radiant barrier, so I don't know how that's going to work. As I said, we've got that thin sheet of metallic type substance up there.
Sheeting or some sort.
Yeah, and we can't get much of a cell phone signal inside the house because of it, so we use Wi-Fi for our calling.
Yeah.
And I think it might be the same thing. But people, I've seen them on the sides of houses.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that would go against deed restrictions. I know satellite dishes are seen around, so
Yes.
you can probably
Yes.
figure something out. But if you have that radiant barrier, I'm not sure if it'll work.
This is from Country Girl. I know you have cruised Have you taken other big vacations? If so, what would you say was your favorite place ever?
Tough one, huh?
Well, that's a tough one because we've had some really awesome vacations. Probably my most favorite was when we went to England and the 5 countries. We went with another couple, which was a lot of fun. And we visited 5 countries and toured, but we did a lot of bus riding between the countries. That was a fantastic tour. Mm-hmm. What was your favorite?
Well, when I think back to it, I really love standing in front of Stonehenge.
Yes.
That was pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
You've seen it, you've heard about it, you've read about it. It's a neat thing to see in person. But the Eiffel Tower,
Yeah, it's amazing.
At
That
Paris.
was part of that trip.
part of that trip, and we got stuck at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
We did.
Not stuck, but we had to leave at, let's say, 1:20, and at 1 o'clock we were waiting in line to use the elevator to come down, and there was 100 people waiting, and we weren't going to make it.
We weren't going to make it.
So we go down the steps, around. We were late, but they weren't all loaded up, so we
No, we
got lucky.
barely made it.
We love Alaska. I really love Jackson Hole,
Yes.
Wyoming, and Estes Park, Colorado. How about Tokyo? Did
We've
you
been to
enjoy
Tokyo. That was amazing.
So there we have not answered your question at all.
No, we didn't.
Sherry hates critters. She sends in this question. She says, we have these little lizards all over the place. They're on our screens. They
Yep.
try to come in our doors.
Yep.
They're very harmful. What can I do about them? Sherry, the thing I would tell you about these lizards is just enjoy them. Just look at them and marvel at them. Look
Yeah.
at this picture. They're beautiful, aren't they, in their own way?
Yeah.
But they're everywhere. Those are called anole lizards.
Yeah.
Now at night here, we have true geckos on the side of the house. One got in the garage yesterday. I didn't tell you it was a big one, and I couldn't catch him.
Uh-oh.
He's in the garage someplace.
Oh, he's
But you can't do much about them. Gizmo tries to catch them. They're even too fast for this old
Yeah.
boy.
But they're part of the food chain. The birds love them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they do.
Those big long neck egrets, you'll see them standing like a statue
Yes.
for a long time.
And you
Just
think
standing there,
those
standing there,
birds
standing
are,
there, and then,
you think they're like you said, statues.
yeah. Just adore those little creatures.
Yeah. This is from Mary Kay. Good morning. Love your show. I would love to know how you met your very first friends in the Villages. What activity have you found is the best for making friends? Have any of your hometown friends joined you in the Villages? Thank you. Well, how do we meet our very first friends?
I met my buddies through golf. The neighborhood had
Yes.
a Monday golf group, and so I joined it.
Yeah.
And I made some that are now dear friends on that Monday group,
Yep. And I met mine through playing cards.
playing cards mostly. But I'll tell you, for us, we've met so many dear friends through the blog
Yeah.
because we do it so much.
Yeah.
We're bumping into new people all the time, and we'll think, boy, that is a neat person. So we'll continue the relationship, and very thankful for those people. As far as hometown friends joining us, there have been some.
Yeah, we've had
and
some. Come visit.
that's neat. You know, the Villages, if you have family in your hometown, you may not move, but if you're pretty well a free retiree and you
Yeah.
come down here, you're going to think, hey, that's a pretty nice lifestyle. Terry and Linda say, we are coming for a lifestyle soon and we want to take one of the trolley tours. Are they free, and which one would you recommend?
There's only one tour.
There's one tour now. There were 3 back in the old days, a
Right.
northern, a middle, and a southern tour,
Right.
which we were in the southern tour. But now there's so much on the other side that they only have one tour.
Yeah.
Look at these amazing trolleys. I love them.
Yeah.
They're so colorful, and all those just stacked up together there. It's really neat looking.
They're very neat.
But they have excellent tour guides, experts on the area, and they'll take you around and show you. But there's only one, and it's free.
This is from Bob, Charlene, and Carolyn. What pool in the Villages is your favorite? So far, the Finney pool is ours. Oh, no. Finney is a pretty awesome pool. I've been there many times.
Too far away from us, though.
It's a little far because I have to get in my car to go there. So I don't usually do that.
You wouldn't have to, but it would be a long and grueling cart ride.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like Captiva because it's very pretty inside. So I really don't know. I don't think I have a favorite.
I don't have a favorite. I'm not really a pool guy. I go. I like our neighborhood pool. It's, what is it, 1 minute away on a golf cart, and
Yes.
nobody's there when we're there usually. And
It's quiet though. It doesn't have the music. The family pools have the
I don't
music.
want music.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody else's music. If it's my music, I want it. Do you want somebody else's
Want a
music?
playlist?
Isn't that annoying when somebody comes and you hate the music?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Here's a controversial question. This is from Lars. I heard all the PR about the Villages being the friendliest town. Then I go and read some of these comments and it sounds like it's a bunch of grouches. What's the real scoop, and don't sugarcoat it? First of all, I don't think there is a friendliest hometown because I don't think a town is anything. A town is the people that are in it. And people are the same no matter where you go. It's just that here we have amassed a group of retirees that came here to have a good time. And most of the people, I'd say all the people we know, are great.
Yeah.
They're not grouches. They didn't come here to have a bad time, so they're friendly, they're outgoing, they're generous.
Yes.
You know, we love it. We love those people. As far as that word, Florida's friendliest hometown, that is a PR thing. I think that's the Villages itself has coined that phrase. But the people here, I don't think you can beat them.
No. So I think they're very friendly. I do. This is from Marty and Linda.
Same ones.
Yep. Same one.
Same ones that we did that question 15 times a while ago trying to get the answer. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Any tips for food storage while we are here? Should we keep cereals and crackers in Tupperware type containers? Are potatoes okay in the bottom of the pantry? I keep a lot of my things in Tupperwares, even in canisters. I will have my flour bag in a plastic bag, and the same with sugar. I will put that in a plastic bag inside my canisters. I'm just always wary about those little bitty ants, and they will come in.
Those are the only bugs we've had here. Now, back in
Yeah.
Indiana, we saw silverfish and centipedes
Yeah.
and spiders. Here, we treat. We didn't treat for insects
Yeah.
back there. But that's always here.
Yeah.
Not real ants, not certified, bona fide big old ants. We're talking about those itty bitty ants.
They're ghosty kind of
tiny, aren't they, Gizmo?
They're around my coffee bar
tiny.
sometimes, but that's where I have sugary syrups. So, and it's hard to keep the syrup contained, whatever. But I don't have a lot of ants, let me tell you.
I tell you, I keep a little cup by the sink in the master bedroom. And this morning when I got my drink, I filled it up with water to take a pill. I thought, I wonder what crawled in that last night, that cup. But
Nothing.
No, I'm sure nothing did.
Nothing.
But you just never really know. So your cereal in the pantry, what got in there? Did those little ants get all in there? You know.
I would probably invest in some of the Tupperwares with the lids to put your cereals in and stuff. I think that's a great idea. As far as potatoes, they go in my pantry on the shelf. You're supposed to keep it in a dark place, cool place, but it's not too cool inside the pantry.
But crackers come sealed up really good.
Yeah.
You know, and
Plastic.
cereal, you can put. We roll that bag up tight and put little clips on it.
We always put clips. We put clothespins on all of our bags and close them up tight and put clothespins.
I bet this is fascinating for you at home, isn't it? To sit here and listen, and we tell you how we roll up our cereal and put clips on it, and that our crackers are all sealed up. It's fascinating. Lori D says, my husband and I recently enjoyed a lifestyle visit at the Villages. I saw this contraption on a golf cart at one of the town squares. Are they booting golf carts, or is this an anti-theft device? Great question. I showed that picture last week,
Yes.
but I'm going to discuss it now. That is an invention made by a local villager. He made this tiny little boot, like the ones they use up in Philadelphia and Detroit and all these places. When they give you a ticket and you've got 18 outstanding tickets, they boot your car, so you can't take your car until you pay the ticket. Well, that's not what this is for. That was for theft. Now, it's not a huge problem at all. I mean, it's a rare occasion, but it makes the newspaper, so it makes people nervous. Here's what another neighbor did. He made a bracket for his wife's brake on the golf cart and for his own golf cart. Nobody's going to take that cart. You can't push it with the brake locked. And some people install under the dash a little toggle switch which cuts power from the battery. Now, that's not effective if they have a trailer. They'll just push your cart up onto the trailer. But again, it's not a huge problem. Now, the newspaper would make you think it's a huge problem, but it's not a huge problem. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be like us, have an older golf cart anyway, right?
Yeah. Want to hear a funny story?
I do.
Yeah. About a week or two ago, we were in the car, and Jerry's driving like always, and I'm in the passenger side, and I get my purse, and I'm always putting my lipstick on before we get someplace, because for some reason it just doesn't stay on my lips, right? So anyway, boom, it flipped out of my fingers and went on the floor between the seats. I saw it. I saw where it was, but we have looked for 2 weeks, and we cannot find it anywhere. And it's just driving me insane. And I've been in a bad mood for 2 weeks. Bad mood. So guess what? Last night, we're taking a drive. We're going to Winter Garden. We're going to see a play. And so I was so excited. I had on my fancy earrings and my fancy shirt and everything. Oh my gosh, I was so proud. But I said, I can't go anywhere without my lipstick. So I get out my lipstick. And guess what happened? Flip, it went out of my fingers again onto the floor under the seat.
No, we're right between the seats.
And wherever, it was gone. And Jerry looked at me and he started laughing. We both went, oh, like, oh my God, not again. And I had to go to the play without my lipstick.
We're running slightly late.
Yeah, we were.
So we parked our car in a parking garage, and then we have to route. We're sliding our hand down there, and we're looking under here, and we got under here, and we're in the back, and I'm moving the seat up. We're almost late.
Yeah.
And finally we had to give up, and she's mad. And she's thinking everybody's going to be looking at her lips.
I hate it. I just hate not having my lipstick. And you know what? It has bothered me so much. But we've looked and looked and looked. And so today we both decided we're going to go outside and we're going to look. And we get the flashlight. We open the doors. And we look for a good 10, 15 minutes. My hands are crammed down under the back of the seat. And there's little compartments under the seat that go down under the car. And all I could think of is this car is a lipstick eating car. And it's just, it's like possessed.
We found it.
We found it! I got my lipstick. I'm so excited.
There's a little motor underneath the seat.
Yep.
And it rolled actually under the motor.
Under the motor.
But we didn't find the first one yet.
No.
It's still out there
No,
somewhere.
No. And they're not expensive stuff. I don't buy expensive makeup. But it's just
Speaking
a thought.
of driving, do your wives give you a hard time, for you 32% of our viewers that are male out there, for driving with one hand?
I cannot stand it when he drives
She yells
one
at
hand.
me?
All the time. We're going by semis. One
So
hand.
I have to lock it up at 10 and 2 to make my
One
bride happy.
hand.
Do y'all do that?
You better. Drive with two hands, people. I mean it.
All right, let's thank our friends that sent us a super thanks. That's a little
Yes.
heart at the bottom. They've clicked on it and sent us a little gift, and we appreciate
We
that
do.
so much.
We do.
To think that you would do that, it's heartwarming, and we
Very much.
appreciate it. You know I like fishing stories. One of our viewers, Tom, sent in these pictures. Now his nephews came to visit. Look at these fish these guys caught. Those are nice bass. Tom lives down in DeLuna. They went out and they caught these monsters. Those fish anybody'd be proud of, Tom. Thanks for sending the picture. And they even bumped into Sharon. Sharon is the village's fishing lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Sharon
remember
has
her.
a TikTok channel, and she has over 100,000 followers.
Woo!
Yeah, and she does catch nice big fish, but she's a doll. She's friendly.
He is very friendly.
Maryland is from Portland, Oregon. She says she and her husband Ken have been watching us for over 3 years. We sure enjoyed meeting her the other day.
This is Gordy and Deb Hawkins. They're from Michigan. We met them at Sawgrass at Boozy Bingo. That was a fun night.
Hey, look, Vance Olenhouse. Now, Vance, I ordinarily don't like to post these vertical pictures, but it was just too good to pass up. Have you ever gone places and seen people that you knew were your age but looked like your grandpa? I guess Vance has. He says both he and his wife Janice enjoy our show.
This is Ed. He looks like a fun guy. His son Bob told us that Ed had a birthday on the 17th. We missed it. Happy birthday, Bob.
Yeah, happy birthday. I'm sorry she called you a fungi. That's like plural fungus. This is Peter and Kim. Now, Peter's the fellow that sent in that video question a while ago. And they purchased a home down in Citrus Grove. That's a great neighborhood full of happy folks. We've gone down there a few times
have.
and been very, very pleased with the folks we've met down there.
Yeah. Christine and Ann met me at the Brownwood Square, and they were having a good time shopping, and so was I.
I'll bet you were. And this is Russ and Ellen. They're along with their son and his fiance, and that photo was taken back in our old stomping grounds of Louisville, Kentucky,
yeah.
on that bridge. That's southern Indiana that you can see in the background. They say they've made the move to the Villages.
Aw. This is Christina and her hubby. We saw them at the Gary Lewis show.
Gizmo, it's time for you, buddy.
All right.
You've been pretty good today, a minimum of whining. We appreciate that. Do you have any jokes for us today?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming over. I'll be here all week. Unless I go to the store. I was at the store the other day, and not to boast, but let's just say that cashier was checking me out. Hey, they're having the senior games in the Villages. All these people playing all kinds of sports. We went to a basketball game the other day, and the floor was all wet. You know why? 'Cause they were dribbling all over it. Dribbling all over it. You know, if you go to the jungle, you cannot play cards. Do you know why you can't play cards in the jungle? Too many cheetahs. Cheetahs!
Hey, I want to show you what somebody sent us. They sent us this Happy Meal box. And there was no name. They don't know who it's from. There was absolutely zero McDonald's in it. No nuggets, no hamburger, no cheeseburger, no Big Mac. So we don't know why they sent it or what, but it's a very unusual, it's a foreign Happy Meal, Karma's World. So anyway, thank you for sending that. We'll put it in our collection. This will be our first one. Remember, we didn't get a box on that other one, but this is good. But thank you for this. And let us know who sent it and the story behind it, maybe. That would be fun. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Last Thursday. Many of you saw the video about the gentleman that bought a patio villa over in Oliver Villas in Richmond. That video had more views in one day than any video we have ever put out. It was shocking and much appreciated. Thank you all for watching that.
I hope he gets a lot more friends now.
Yeah.
I think he will. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook.
And here's a link to a video that we think you'll like, and appreciate you guys watching.
Until next time.
See you when you get here.